See, something like this,
So
I would have brought all my painted armor because it's just so much nicer.
yeah, it's all right though. So Andrew here is playing some Chaos Space Marines and Demons, right?
Yep.
And then here's my Tyranid force. We're all playing 1500. We're playing a 4-way free for all. Some of our undone terrain. That's all right. It's got plenty of terrain. This is all counting as 5 up over here, and these buildings are going to be ruins of 4 up. We've got some Dark Angels in here. They're going to face off against these Necrons in this building here, and there's the reserve Necrons over there. We also have some reserve Terminators. Belial's over here, right? Yeah. Tim's Dark Angels again. And then, do you have anything in reserve?
Yep, I got a Helldrake and 5 Terminators with Power Fists.
Helldrake and 5 Terminators with Power Fists. I am proxying a Trigon as a Moloch. I have Death Leaper there. Right here you can see Death Leaper. Sorry, it's kind of close. And some warriors that are in reserve along with 30 Hormagaunts. So there's my other 30 Hormagaunts, some Zoanthropes, a Hive Tyrant with Lashwhip Bone Sword and Miasma Cannon, single little Venom Thrope, Carnifexes, and Hive Guard. So good times. Let's see what's going on. Four-way fights, free for all, and its big guns never tire. Using his It's After Me power on this Demon Prince here. He just tried to cast Enfeeblement on my Hormagaunts, but because of the leadership minus, he failed. Yes! Win for the Tyranids right now. End of turn 1. Tyranids have moved up from the table edge. Chaos has moved up from their table edge and are engaging the Tyranids. A Seathan Shard came over to try to take me out, but got wounded instead. Took a wound from my Hive Guard. Carnifex has 2 wounds on it right now from some las cannons and a crack missile shooting at it, as well as some heavy weapons squad right here, which one of them got killed by a miasma cannon. Necrons are moving up, trying to take out these Dark Angels, and their Dark Angels are spreading out, taking cover, and moving over towards both Chaos and Necrons. So we'll see if maybe what goes on next. Just a couple casualties, no big deal, and a lot of good cover going on. The Venom Thrope and his Shrouded saves, along with the terrain, have been saving my ass pretty good. So Venom Thrope is a win. Chaos and Tyranids have clashed. Chaos got some Terminators in. You can roll for your stuff. I don't care about background noise. The Turkey did not come in. The Helldrake is still sitting over there on the table, but some Terminators came in. They tried to kill my Venom Thrope. Venom Thrope has been saving like a champ. He does have 1 wound on him though right now. Carnifex took another one. He's at 3. The Bikers came in and charged the Hormagaunts. Hormagaunts killed 2 Bikers, but have lost almost the entire rest of the unit. The Bikers moved in close enough to flame them and shoot them and then charge them, and it's just whittled them away. This Demon Prince here of Nurgle is supposed to be flying. He did a Vector Strike on my Zoanthropes right behind him, and did 1 wound, but my Zoanthrope saved. So we'll see what's going on. The Necrons are coming in.
Comes in.
Everything?
Everything comes in.
Everything comes in. Holy crap. Look at all this comes in. What are these? Immortals?
Immortals and a Night Scythe. So just
A
Night
Croissant?
Scythe. Death Marks and 2 units of 5 Wraiths with Destroyer Lord.
With a Destroyer Lord. Oh, man. Here we go. Let's see what happens with these damn Necrons. So far, insanity has ensued. We have the Hive Tyrant who did a Nova but missed. I think he did 1 wound, right, on them?
Yep, they did 1 wound on these guys, missed him, and wounded himself.
Yeah, and did a Perils of the Warp Psyker, and he denied the Witch. Otherwise, he would have been so screwed. So screwed. My Warriors came in this turn on my reserve, came in right here, shot at these guys, did, I think, 1 wound, and then charged them.
Gets out first.
Oh yeah, that's right.
When on the charge, they killed 2 of them. So that was pretty good and only took 1 wound. So really good effect there. We just had some Terminators Deep Strike. Terminators Deep Strike. There's the Dark Angels coming in to have some fun.
This guy?
Looks like, is Belial over here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, Lyle's over here.
Yeah.
If you do here, you get
Got
3.
some plasma blasts.
We'll see, you
coming
get
in
3.
here. What?
Don't forget about the fun that ensued here.
Oh yeah, the Carnifexes
Anybody
charged.
want
They
one?
plasmoed the Chaos Terminators over here, but
From this
didn't
squad?
do anything with the plasma. They Chaos Terminators saved it like no problem.
You fired them both together?
And
I
then
fired that one. I fired all.
and then they
both
charged
ones.
in on the
Okay,
charge.
now
The
with the
Carnifexes
plasma
just
from this squad?
demolished
Yeah.
the Terminators. Just
Took them all out.
he was not happy with that melee effect. It was. I mean, I had
Terminators.
4
Yeah,
Hammer of Wrath
25% units
attacks
behind cover.
from their new
Well,
rule,
that's
which
what
is
you-
really
as long as
cool.
it's
Their
four
hammer.
I'd say
their,
for 4, that's rock. The guy underneath.
Oh yeah. You get
from
4
their
here.
living battering ram rule.
Well, it depends.
That
You
living
get
battering
3
ram
one
rule
cover, you
is
get 3
much better. It used to only give
This guy?
+2 initiative on a charge. Now they have a 2 initiative anyways, so even
There's the 3. I did
Andrew's
there. I rolled the one.
power fists, make him go on a 1, which usually Carnifexes would have gone on a 1 as well. Would go on a 1 in normal combat, but on a charge they would have had 3. So I would have gone before him anyways.
Okay.
Now I go before him anyways, still his power fist.
Or AP2.
And
Okay. That's
I get
from there?
D3. The living battering ram now gives D3 Hammer of Wrath attacks instead of +2 initiative. Far superior. Carnifexes, again, Carnifexes. They are nasty. They're better than ever. So, and these guys just have Scything Talons, Regeneration, and Bioplasma. That's how I ran these guys. And Tail Mace. But 2 Carnifexes took out 5 Terminators?
4 Terminators.
4
and then the
Terminators?
only one that's left is the
And-
Terminator Champion, or whatever he's called.
Terminator Champion's the only guy left. So, Death Leaper came in over here. My Trigon that's running as a Moloch did not come in this turn, so that's sad. And neither did my Hormagaunts. I have 30 Hormagaunts still in reserves. We'll see what's going on. We have a bunch
One
of
saves, one dies, so.
Scarabs that came in over here as well. See how this battle's going. These guys are moving into cover. Moving into
I'm gonna put it
cover.
right on him so I get
Staying
You
behind
can't,
cover.
you can't move
He's got
that
good line
thing
of sight
until
over
you're
here.
on else. You
put it
can't
right
do that.
on that. Like
Really
this.
good.
And it's going to be on him
Really good line of sight there.
and 2 guys. Okay. You're not going to get the guy underneath
gotta-
of him because you have to hit him first. It's
My
coming from this
crumbled
guy.
building here.
Okay. Got ya.
Kind of
Where's
breaking
it
up the
from?
terrain.
Plasma cannon. Oh,
So yeah, this is definitely an insane battle. 4-way free for all, 1,500 points, insanity. Did combat go over here on this edge of the table?
Last cannon, or no, it was a plasma blast. Destroyed the Trarch Stalker and killed 2 warriors. He had some, I think it was just regular bolter fighter and
plasma cannon.
plasma cannons that killed another. They killed 7 warriors altogether, and 1 came back. 1 of them will be back.
Okay. Cool.
So that was it.
And then these guys deep strike, and so probably gonna get annihilated by a doom scythe thing.
That's got to move. Minimum 18.
Can't it has to shoot at the end of its movement then?
Yep.
Yeah.
Movement
Shoot.
shooting. Yep.
Shoot. Well, you can take out those Space Marines over there.
Yep.
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
Yep.
At the end of the long
And the control points are
destruction
you know,
doom ray. So-
I'm not too worried about it. We'll see.
All right. Cool. Turn 3. Your turn.
Oh yeah, just getting ready to move all my boys.
Oh god. I'm scared of the
You
bikes.
know you're playing orcs.
Scared of the
you
bikes.
refer to everyone as your boys.
Everybody's bored.
There's a bloody melee over here as Chaos took its turn, and the bikers charged into my zone thropes, and 2 power fists insta-killed him. I rolled 2s on my invuln saves, and that was that. And he also killed a Hive Guard. My Carnifex killed the last Terminator Sergeant, or Terminator Champion, or whatever it was. And the Demon Prince moved over here and then tried to charge into my Hive Tyrant, but failed. My Hive Tyrant has the Miasma Cannon, and with that, he flamered him. He used the template attack on it and did 1 wound with the poison. So that was an interesting turn. We'll see what happens next, and that's probably going to end up being a nice template like that. So we got some massive melee. Death Leaper taking out some cultists over here. Though they did save 4 wounds that I did on him. He just saved. He rolled 2 5s and 2 6s. Hive Tyrant over here used Psychic Scream and took out the Demon Prince, who was down to a leadership value of 4 at the time. He took his leadership test and rolled an 8, took 4 wounds, failed all his invulnerable saves. That was pretty cool. Hormagaunts are finally on. Moloch took out an entire Devastator squad. So I got a victory point there. And we'll see what goes on here shortly with this combat and this combat with the bikers. So I killed the Demon Prince with the Nova of, as I said before, but as I assaulted the bikers, I rolled horribly. I went before them, and I rolled
Plasma cannon from here.
horribly.
Strength
How
7.
badly did I roll
AP
against
All
your guys?
ones and twos.
Yeah, 3 1s and a 2 to wound his
Worked
guys
out well for
Doesn't
me.
get hot.
really well because
Is that
they
one or
have
six?
toughness
Just one?
6
Just
against my strength 6, so
Either
I
way, you
didn't
probably
kill
have
a
to
single
wait.
biker.
And then I got 2 power claw
Which one do you
attacks
wanna send
and
it
not power
over?
claw, power fist and
We're gonna
a
send it
regular,
over these guys back here.
biker
These guys?
attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he ended up
Hits.
killing my Hive Tyrant
So
Worked
like
out
it
very
was
well.
absolutely nothing. Destroy my Hive Tyrant.
3 wounds.
So in my turn, I killed
2, 3,
his
4,
commander
5.
and mine.
6,
So-
7 bolt guns.
Pretty good.
Are they within 12?
Do not underestimate Nurgle bikers.
Yep.
All right, so on Tim's Dark Angel's turn, again I took out his Devastator squad over there, but he decided that the Necron Menace was too great. And what did you do?
I destroyed 3 warriors
close
and then 10
combat.
immortals.
And
10
10.
immortals with all of his shooting.
He just shot him up. All his squads over there just destroyed them, and then those guys ran in and killed the rest. So we only got one little squad of Necrons over there.
and
then,
those are the controlling squad over here with the
These
knights.
guys, the race, and then race, and they're chilling out.
And the
That's a
Catan
command
Shard
squad.
that's
And yeah, he's locked in combat with those knights, right? That's
Yep.
what they are, and they are engaging in good fun there, tomfoolery. All right, what's been going on turn 4? Well, we got a Helldrake moving in. Kind of tried to take out that command unit of Necrons. We got a bike slot over here. The Hive Guard joined in, but the Hormagaunts did most of the work there. Warriors are taking out the Wraiths slowly but surely, and that's a pretty good matchup overall. Though it seems like the Warriors are kind of almost outmatching them just because my roll's been going pretty well.
Wounds.
Yeah, and
I
more
don't have the
wounds.
low AP.
He's got an objective over here. Dark Angels do, and moving towards that other objective. There's an objective over there sitting there. I think Dark Angels might just win this. There's more Dark Angels on the board than anything else. Everybody else is pretty well wasted, pretty well beat up. I mean, I have 2, 11, 1, sitting at 14, and then 15 because he dove down and burrowed. So we'll see what's going to go on. We're just about to conclude the game.
Your toughness is 6.
Last turn, Tim's taking. Yes, it's toughness 6.
I need 6.
He's shooting at my Moloch to try to kill it, and then move in and take that objective there.
Charge distance, I got it. 8.
He got no wounds on the shots. He charged in. We're gonna do some melee over there. I did kill the biker over here, but I tried to move towards that objective, but I'm 4 inches away, sadly, so I can't get that objective. And I'm contesting that one. We'll see what's going on here with the Moloch in just a second. The Necron's probably gonna win, right?
Unless he kills the Moloch, then
If he kills the Moloch, then it's a tie.
Yep.
All right. Well, so we'll see what goes on. But definitely, the Moloch was worth the points.
Oh yeah.
So the game was over. We ended at turn 5. It was a tie between the Dark Angels and the Necrons. Chaos and Tyranids pretty much wiped each other out with a little bit of help from the Necrons.
I think the Tyranids held up well.
Yeah,
I think they held up well.
I think you're right. The Tyranids actually did hold up pretty well after a playtest and a free-for-all. Now, it is a free-for-all, though I did pretty much play against Chaos most of the game until some Necrons came in. But again, as we saw earlier, the Warriors actually really did well against, what were those Wraiths.
Yeah, they did.
And Wraiths are 35 points with a 3+ invuln, 3 attacks.
Yep.
And an initiative 4, initiative 2. And the Warriors are, weapon skill 5, so they have one better weapon skill than the Wraiths. So they hit a little easier. They have the same strength as the Wraiths, or strength 4 to toughness 4. The Wraiths had a tough time hitting me, but an easy time wounding. They wounded me on a 2-up. But I had they don't have any AP unless they roll 6s to wound, which gives them rending, AP 2. But I was actually rolling pretty good on my 4+ armor save that the Warriors get. That's one of the first times I've seen their 4-up armor save do really well.
Unless they close.
it was 3 warriors against a total of like 5 wraiths, and I ended up killing the entire unit. So it actually, the warriors are not, they didn't change any, but I think just taking them bare bones, if you can get them in close combat, you can start tearing some people up. It's just, you got to watch out for Space Marine armies that have power fists that are going to insta-kill them. Because that was what the wraiths were having problems with, is my multi-wounds. The Moloch killed 2 whole units of Space Marines just on his coming up. So he killed, I think, 10 Marines. I think it was 10. No, because he killed 6 in the first unit. It was a Devastator squad. Oh my god, him versus Fire Warriors would be destroy him. So, Purdy, I'm coming for you. It's also really nasty against Marines because it's AP 2 when it comes up, Strength 6 AP 2, so you wound on 2 ups and then you pretty much insta-kill them. And you get 2 tries, so if you don't kill them all on the first try, you get a second blast template on the same spot. So I got really lucky. I did not scatter when I came in with him, and just destroyed the Marines that I came up under. So he's worth the points. For 130 points now, I think he is. Totally worth the points. The Carnifexes destroyed an entire unit of Chaos Terminators. 2 Carnifexes destroyed how many? 6?
5.
5 Chaos Terminators. Just obliterated them in close combat. Now, the Terminators did kill one Carnifex, and then some Wraiths came in and killed the other one. It was a command unit of Wraiths, and they charged in and had higher initiative than him and just destroyed him before he could do anything. But the Carnifexes, the Moloch, Hormagaunts, basic, bare bones Hormagaunts, not entirely worth it, at least against Flamers. I fought Nurgle Bikers, so they had toughness 6, so I was having to roll 6s to wound them, and I don't know how many 1s I rolled to hit with my Hormagaunts, and that was just depressing to see those, because with the old Codex I would have re-rolled all those 1s to hit, and I didn't run them with poison this time. If I had, I would have killed those Bikers, no problem, wounding on the 4-ups. We counted it up one time. I had 2 wounds out of like 25 attacks. I ended up doing two wounds because I had 6s to wound them, and but all the other attacks that I would have got if I had poisoned on my Hormagaunts, they would have done 7 more wounds. So Toxin Sacks on your Hormagaunts is probably worth it to take maybe less Hormagaunts, and if you're crunched for points, take less Hormagaunts, but take the Toxin Sacks if you know you're going to be going up against things that are toughness 5 or 6. But the Miasma Cannon was entirely worth it. That plus chest cavity, the thorax swarms or whatever, 2 flamer templates with that was just nasty, just devastating when things got close to him. He destroyed them. Plus he had the Nova with the Psychic Scream and Death Leaper, Death Leaper plus the Shadow and the Warp, reducing the leadership of the Demon Prince. Psychic Scream just tore him up, just destroyed him, and that was pretty cool. So that's a pretty good combo to think about if you roll for your psychic powers and you get Psychic Scream. Put it on a Psyker to already make it harder for them to cast spells, but also then get up close with Psychic Scream with Hive Tyrant in there and Shadow of the Warp at that point, and go to town, just destroy them that way. Tyranids actually were not that bad. You just have to change up your tactics now. Look at the synergy. The synergy was really a big deal. I always had Synapse for my guys, so they never fled. They never had to do instinctive behavior. And try to match up your troops or your unit types with the things that they're gonna be able to take out. Like, I wasn't gonna march Hormagaunts up to Terminators. However much it's fun to tar pit, and people talk about tar pitting all the time. I find that tar pitting doesn't necessarily work all that handily against, say, another melee heavy army like Chaos or perhaps Orcs. So you got to look at things like that and match your Carnifexes up with the heavy stuff that they can definitely wound on a 2-up and make them take invulns versus their armor 2-up armor saves, things like that. And the Moloch. Oh my god, the Moloch was just nasty. I know a Trigon would have been nasty too, but it's so much more expensive. For the point cost, the Moloch, I mean, killed 10 units in 3 turns. 10 models, I should say, in 3 turns. So it was definitely worth the points. To sum it all up, Carnifexes, Moloch, and the Venom Thrope. Oh my god, we had so much 5+ cover on the table, and then the Shrouded made it a 3-up. That was just nasty. Gave me so much survivability in the get-go. And unless there's a FAQ or unless there's some sort of special ruling saying that it's only the models within 6 inches and not the unit within 6 inches like the rule actually says, then that Venom Thrope is always going in my army. And I'm going to buy like 4 more, so that's going to be awesome. Carnifexes, Moloch, Venom Thrope are definitely, and Warriors are the VIPs of my army this game. And even though I lost, I did do pretty good and held my own against Chaos and Necrons assaulting me pretty well. So overall, adapt to survive. Tyranids out.